YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Why it's so hard to figure out what price a house sold for. It's such a big secret. Remember guys, if you've been watching my channel for a while, especially down under in Australia, even in Canada, in other parts of Europe, why is it such a damn secret to find out what a house sold for? Why? Buying a house is the most important asset you'll ever buy in your life. And why is it such a damn secret? Especially when it could ruin the rest of your financial life. Let's figure this out. Why is it so hard to figure out what a price of a house sold for? The Aussie housing market is tanking, and there's something real estate agents don't want you to know. They'll do anything to hide it. So let's play this. Let's say you finally saved, so let's play this. Yeah, good luck with that. For a deposit. So let's say you save for a deposit, okay? The hard work, right? Yeah, exactly. Actually, buying a home is just as exhausting. First, let's find a lender. Don't trust yourself? Find one. Consider consulting a mortgage broker. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. In Canada, we don't deal with mortgage brokers. You just go to the bank and get a mortgage. Done. You got mortgage advisors in the bank that just could take your mortgage application and send it up for approval, period. You don't have to go through a mortgage broker. They can also advise you on discounts, like first homeowners grant. I think your bank will advise you on that. Once you find a lender, then it'll work how much you could borrow. Then they're going to see how much you qualify for, basically. Be honest with how much you could afford. You don't want to be stuck drowning in mortgage payments. And once you get pre-approval for your loan, you can jump into the property market. I'd be very careful. So this is it, auction. This is what's grinding my teeth. Auctioning. Okay, guys, before all this crap with this bidding and stuff, let me tell you something, how it works. Like I did. When I bought my house in Merritt, this is what I did. I went to see 5 homes. There's no auctions. Real estate agent nicely took me around to 5, 6 properties. We looked at them, we made some suggestions, and then we took the one that we liked the most. He was asking X amount. We counter-offered him this much. And then we met somewhere. After the inspection, though. After the inspection went through. Once the inspection went through, then we went ahead and made an offer, and then he counter-offered, and then we negotiated on a deal. Very simple. This bidding garbage, with the amount of supply on the market, there's an oversupply right now in Sydney and in places like Melbourne. So keep your eyes peeled for deals, guys. Don't jump onto a sinking ship or catch a falling knife. Australia's real estate markets are changing extremely fast. Sydney just posted the biggest annual price fall since 1990, sinking 7.4%. If Australian real estate was a movie, we are at the crucial point of the plot, but this movie is really hard to watch. If you go on the real estate websites, instead of prices, you keep seeing the words price withheld and contact agent. It is pretty easy to find out what prices in 2017, but finding out what's happening now, hard. Of course, because these guys have been telling you, all these guys have been telling you, buy, buy, buy. If you don't buy, you'll be left out of the market for the rest of your life. That's what the whole thing they've been preaching for years. If you don't own now, you'll never own. You're out of the market. Remember that video I did? I couldn't stop laughing my pants off. Let's start in my own suburb of Clifton Hill. Clifton Hill in Melbourne, where the prices are down 4.7% over the past year. A house around the corner from me sold the other day. I wanted to know how much for. But when the sale showed up online, no price was listed. Said price withheld. How common is this? I found out myself wondering. I checked out the last 200 sales in Clifton Hill, discovered if fresh information can be hard to get. The next graph shows recent sales in Clifton Hill broken into groups of 25. It depicts how many real estate listings show prices after they are sold and how many do not show the price. Of most recent 25 sales, over half No price listed on realestate.com.au. See what's going on here, people? Clifton Hill, Victoria. Price disclosed on website. So, not disclosed on website. So, this crucial CIA information is so big that people need to be very careful about leaking this information. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be a better dwelling or something that comes out there that actually stands up for the people. Is this to cover up a falling market? That was my first suspicion. I rang realestate.com.au to see what they could tell me. They said, no, the data comes from a valuer generally slowly. Media manager Mr. Mahoney told me some freshly sold places have had prices withheld, but for official data continues in eventually. There was no trend to withholding prices, he said. I checked with another local agent, John Julius Craig, and he told me that actually it is high prices, that agents sometimes like to keep quiet to avoid being accused of underquoting. Interesting. In rising markets, some agents, when they got really good price on the hand, they wanted to brag about it, Carr said, but they didn't want people to think, hey, did they underquote it? I believe these guys when they say there is no trend to withholding prices. But it's certainly interesting that in the city where prices are falling fastest, Sydney down 7.4% over a year ago, so many prices are withheld, as this next chart shows, of the last 25 properties sold in Bondi, and the prices of 20 were disclosed. Not every property market is falling, like Sydney, Hobart, Australia's fastest growing property market up 9.7% from last year. In West Hobart, most people are disclosing their prices. So you know why, guys? Hobart, everybody had a mass exodus of Sydney and Melbourne and all these major overpriced cities, so everyone's leaving in droves, and they're not dealing with it no more. And you're losing doctors, you're losing people of importance, garbage collectors, you're losing, you're going to start seeing the cities now privatizing garbage collection and charging you a separate fee from a private institution. Give it time, people. It's going to happen. There are many differences between the Bondi and West Hobart, their residents, the dwellings, and the real estate agents that operate in each. So it would be wrong to conclude the only possible explanation for the difference is that Sydney's market is tanking. And while Hobart is booming, but it is sure an interesting pattern. And Glenelong, suburbs of Adelaide, prices of Adelaide up 1.8% over the least year. Prices mostly disclosed online. So when you got one selling at good numbers, they're always disclosed, eh? But all in all, across Australia, good fresh information on sales near you can be hard to get. I know, it's such a big secret, eh? That makes life very tough for anyone trying to buy or sell property. And at this time of the year, that is a lot of people. Because remember, guys, it's buying season. It's springtime in the Southern Hemisphere. Everybody's out to buy in droves. Maybe the mystery is part of why we are so obsessed with real estate. Our performance, our actions, especially in Melbourne and Sydney, can really add to the confusion in most of the world. Houses simply have an asking price, but at an auction, something can sell for above its advertising price. Australian real estate is a tough market to understand at the best of times, and when it is moving rapidly either up or down, things can be even tougher. This is from Joseph Murphy, an economist. So I kind of wanted to throw this out there. It's a really good article. I'll leave a link below for you guys to follow and read if you got it. My reading's horrible this morning. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys feel about this. It's really, really, really important because, remember, guys, take a calmer here. Breathe, okay? House is the most important asset you'll ever buy in your life. One of the most single-handedly important assets. You don't want to default. You don't want to make the mistake a lot of people have made. People have been watching me for years and messaging me and thanking me. Thank God I didn't buy in the Sydney real estate. I have had people message me saying, that he got into a divorce over not buying in Sydney. And his ex-wife was saying, "You're going to listen to a stupid guy in a small hick town in Canada?" That's what she said in her words. And so she divorced him. Now he's got the upper hand. Now he's got the trump card, saying, "Well, you wanted to divorce me for not buying in Sydney. Look where we would be right now today." So I want to thank everyone, and I want to thank everyone that's been contributing to my PayPal, my tip jar. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I want to send a big hug to everybody that support this channel. It means a lot to me that you guys are here. And yeah, comment below. Let me know if you're in Sydney, boots on the ground. I'd like to know. Thanks for watching.